And we are live. Welcome, family, to another show. It is your man BMT in the building. Some call me Air Ferris in the building, man. And I got my man Esmond MIA in the building. What's going on, bro?
What's happening, man? How you doing, bro?
Man, you look pretty comfortable out there in Cambodia, brother.
I ain't heard no bombs and no rockets go off, man. So everything's everything out here. We good.
Okay. So you out there in Cambodia, man. We're gonna discuss that today. I'm out here in Thailand. We both out here in Southeast Asia, man. Before we even get the channel started, the show started, man. You want to tell us a little bit about your channel?
Yeah, man. The name of my channel should be displayed in my profile. Esmond M.I.A. Um,
Mm.
I'm a travel channel, so it's any and everything traveling abroad. You're gonna get nightlife with me. You're gonna get restaurant reviews, chatting with the locals, excursions, tours, the whole nine, man. It's just a travel channel. At the end of the day.
Okay, cool, man. And you out there in Phnom Penh, right?
Phnom Penh, capital of Cambodia. Yes, sir.
Nice, man. I always enjoy myself in Phnom Penh. What's the vibe out there right now, man?
The vibe is like, first of all, I've been here. This is my third time coming here within a year. Now, obviously, the vibe last time when I came here was, to be honest, was the same because the first time I, the second time I came out here is when they had the initial, the conflict going on between Thailand and Cambodia.
Mm.
Now, for those that follow it, the first time that it came about, they supposedly did a ceasefire within I don't know 5 days or so. So when I came out here, it was like everything was just like regular motion. Now it has intensified, and I will tell you that it was a little different coming in through the airport. There was upgraded security, um, and it a lot of people were just kind of quiet, not sure if they should be here and the whole nine because when we come down to wars, it's a regular pedestrian. You don't know the next move with the militaries and what they got up their sleeves and stuff. So it was different, but I will say, what is it? This is a Thursday evening right now, and it's I don't. It's a lot of people out. People, it's like business as usual. You know what I mean? But I can tell you, it's a slightly different vibe because of the uncertainty of what's going on with the current situation.
Okay. I'm trying to get to the chat. I can't even see the chat. Can you see the chat? Where you at? I can't even see the chat.
I don't see the chat.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Guys, I can't see the chat right now. We trying something new out. We doing live. So unfortunately I can't read the chat, but we'll get through it though. Let me see. It's right here.
Well, I think it's gonna let me now. I have to join the chat. Let me see.
Mm, yeah, I can't. Yeah, sorry I can't see the chat, man. It's all good though. I know we got 23 in the room, guys. Do me a favor, hit the like button. Let me try this right here. Hold on, here. Let me see if I can.
There we go. There we go.
You see your chat? Let's see if I can figure out how to. Uh, yeah, I see the private chat, but let me try.
Alton and Roundtree said, "Ain't no chat. That's the private."
Let me try this one right here.
Okay. I see him coming in
Okay.
now. See him.
Let me just hold on, guys. Be patient with us a little bit, guys. Hold on. We got you in a second. Oh, people saying ain't no chat. Can't see the chat.
I see the chat here. I'm on my other phone. I see the chat.
We see the chat. I'm trying to get back to the
Yeah, I see
screen
it.
first. Hold
I
on.
see it. I see it.
Hold on 1 second, bro. Let me flip back on it. There we go.
I see it right here.
There we go. Now we bumping. Now we bump. I got the chat back.
Good money.
Now we bumping. Yeah.
Okay.
I had to go back and come back in. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, there we go. Got the chat pumping now. We rolling, guys. We rolling. We got 28 in the room, guys. Do me a favor, hit that like button, man. So, man, let me ask you this, man. So, why go from the land of smiles from Thailand over to Cambodia? A lot of people don't know about Cambodia, man. I try to keep Cambodia to a certain degree a hidden gem,
I know.
but hey, man, it's all
I
love
know.
today. So we're gonna talk about it.
Well, I tell you like this, man. I put this flight well before the current situation came about. Last time we talked, I was a little under the weather, so I missed my initial flight. I should have been here last week, so it was postponed for another 7 days. So I had no idea, obviously, what has happened, what's going to happen, obviously. But I did my research, obviously. I'm not going to just call myself flying to a war zone area. So Phnom Penh, where I'm at, is the capital of Cambodia. Most of y'all know it. It's the, you have the capital, you have more tourists. So I did my research, and they said that we at this time have nothing to really worry about. So I took my chances, and like I said, it was already pre-planned. So I didn't just choose to come here after I heard that they were throwing bombs at each other and stuff.
Okay, okay, all right. So, like the vibe, everybody's still pretty much out and about. The club's still popping, everything like that right now.
Well, I mean, the vibe's still the vibe out here. It's still popping. Like I said, it's a Thursday night. We'll see how it is on the weekend. It definitely, I know, based off the locals that I've talked to thus far, told me that it's a little off as far as the number of tourists that they see here. But it's still, like I said, business as usual. I have some interviews lined up with some of the locals within the next coming days to get their input on everything and just their take because they're here front and center. I'm just hearing out, but the vibe, I don't like I said, if it was that serious, I don't think I'd see as many people if business is open that I do right now on a Thursday night.
Okay, okay. Chat, do me a favor, guys. Let me know. Press one if you can hear us loud and clear. If everything is good. Somebody saying they can't see us, but let us know. Press one if everything's going good in the chat. If you guys can see us and hear us and all that good stuff. Oh, okay. You can see. Okay, that we good.
Yeah, we
Somebody
good.
said they can't see us.
About to restart the app. So,
All right. Okay, we
and I
good. We
will tell
Gucci.
you
We
this real
Gucci.
quick, man.
Uh huh.
I will tell you this from Thailand because I just came here last night. Obviously, I left from Thailand here. Now that I'm here
Hmm.
in Cambodia, both sides. I can't speak for the whole population of Thailand and Cambodia, but for the people I have talked to, they don't want this, man. As anyone who's been to Southeast Asia, specifically Thailand, Cambodia, surrounding areas, it's a peaceful place. For the most part, it's
Mm-hmm.
generally safe. You don't have much to worry about. Any time of the day, you walk outside, and I don't care how drunk you are, whatever, you're gonna get home and like it happens. So they want peace. I'm yet to meet someone from Cambodia saying, "Help Thailand, it's wartime and all that." It ain't like the Patriots in the states. They get ready for war. Everybody ready for bombs to fly across the sky. So, but it's not. They want peace. They don't want war. They're trying to sit to the strip, which is just a peaceful country. So it's odd seeing that this is happening right now, especially over what it's initially about.
Mm-hmm.
But it is what it is.
Okay, okay. And let me ask you this, man. I know the guys want to know. A lot of guys not familiar with Cambodia like that, man. What are the ladies looking like out there in comparisons to Thailand and all that? They look a little different, a little more melanated, or what's going on out there?
They look a little bit more melanated. I did some history on that too, and it makes sense as to why I see so many darker complected Asian women. I will say when it comes down to the brothers out there, they don't see many of us like they do in Thailand, and even in Thailand, it's not a great population of us coming in town. Maybe in the near future because the word's getting out more and more. But in Cambodia, like you said, it's a hidden gem. You already know when it's a hidden gem, it means just a lot of people just have not made their way to a certain that particular demographic. So they love us. I've gotten shown nothing but love. I'm at a restaurant right now. Um, she was asking me all kind of questions where I'm from. I like black man and all that. They don't see many of us, so it's definitely a good humbling experience to come here and feel appreciated
Mm,
and desired, if you will.
mm. And do you feel like relatively safe out there? Because I know I
I feel
was
safe,
told pretty
man.
much like it's not technically as safe as Thailand. Like even some the chicks I met was like, hey, they the girls might steal and all that good stuff. But do you feel pretty good out there?
I feel damn good, man. Last time I was here, that did come across to me. I got maybe three homegirls out here that I rock with.
Mm,
One's waiting on me to get done with this so I can go see her where she works at. But they told me it wasn't like something that made me like fear that I'm here. They was just like, if you're in a tut tut, don't have your phone all carelessly out taking videos and pictures because someone can come through and pickpocket or whatever. But you know, nothing too serious. Because if it was that serious, obviously I have the free will to get the hell up out of here. You know what I'm saying? So
hmm
right now I'm just sticking to my P's and Q's, and I have no worries or doubts of me coming.
All right, man. And have you seen any other brothers out there?
Not from America. I'm staying at a hotel now that I've seen a couple of brothers I know that they're straight up Africans. Uh, but I haven't even seen many Americans. I asked the old girl, man. I was at the bar across the street. I'm at a restaurant now. I was gonna be at the bar where they had like a lot of the chicks that kind of work there and interact with you and stuff, but it was too loud. And plus, they have like a no uh, camera policy. So I came across the street, but when I was there, I asked her. I said, have you seen a lot of American men, a lot of Black American men? It was like no. So, this is still uncharted land for a lot of brothers. I highly recommend Cambodia. It's a miniature Thailand that's on the rise. You've been here before. You see the potential in it, but it doesn't have all that extra shit. Thailand, I love it, but it's a lot of everything. Overkill to a point for me. Right here, it's just my type of vibe. When I want to go out, and not be bothered and grabbed and touched and harassed and all that, I can come here and just kind of really kick back like I'm doing now.
Right. Yeah. It's definitely a little bit more laid back. Let me catch these super chats real quick, man. I got a super chat. I'm trying to get to him. Shout out to Juggy app with the super sticker, 99 cent super sticker. I appreciate that, man. Shout out to you.
Hey,
And I got
my friend,
he says, what's a Cambodian dish that we should know about? How does the flavor compare to Thai food? Shout out to my man, the Flight Madness. Have you tasted any food out there? Any Cambodian dishes?
Of course, man. Hey, they believe in grilling. They believe in, you know this. I mean, anywhere you walk around from street food to restaurants, they throwing stuff on the grill, man. They love that smoked meat flavor. I would say, I would say that I love Cambodia food a little bit better than Thailand food if I had to compare the two. Because it's like they really putting their foot in the food out here, man. You know what I'm saying? They take passion to their food. Whereas in Thailand, I will say in Thailand, the menu be if you go to any local restaurant, it's like the same menu. It's not really different from unless you go to a nice steakhouse or something like that. It's just the same vibe. Out here they mix it up. You might see something completely different at the restaurant uh, next door. You know what I mean? And I appreciate that. It's a lot more affordable. Even though Thailand has some cheap dishes, you can get a $3 to $5 dinner special there. But here, it's just more variety, and it's just it tastes a little bit different with the flavor. You know what I mean? When it comes to
Hmm. You know what threw me off about out there? What threw me off a little bit was the fact that they be using the American dollar. That threw me off. Have you been using the dollar or the I forgot what they call the money in Cambodia, but I know when you give them dollars, they
it's
give you
the
back their currency
Cambodia
in
real.
exchange. Uh-huh.
Well, it was weird. I was gonna mention that, man. It's weird because if I pay for something and I use U.S. dollars, if they accept, like any ATM is gonna offer you the Cambodian real or the U.S. dollar. They'll give you a change back, and you gotta watch that too. Watch your bill, ask for prices because I do hear that they can kind of get over you a dollar or two, or whatever it may be. But they'll give you change in both currencies.
Hmm.
My meal was $40. They'll give you 100. They'll give me, maybe $30 in US, and then the rest be in their currency, which throws my brain off because I don't really know their currency like that. So I got to pull out my currency calculator and figure it out, make sure I didn't get chipped. But
Hmm.
yeah, and another thing, man, a lot of the signs and like I don't know restaurant signs and just whatever it may be that you need is informative information. It's not in English, but they accept everything's in U.S. dollars. Most restaurants, most anything that provides goods or services that has a price like a menu is in U.S. dollars. You're not going to find too many places where the pricing is in their currency. And I thought that was
Hmm.
pretty interesting.
You know what's you know what's funny, man? I remember being out there and like getting, I think I might have paid for something, might have been like $30, $20, $30 or something like that. And they gave me like a wad of their currency. And I'm like, what the hell is this? But their currency, of course, is weaker. So you just get, like you said, you gotta be careful with that. And then I think they give you the option to take out USD at the ATMs out there too.
Yeah, yeah. They give you the option. It's a $5. Most ATMs, it's a $5 fee on top of maybe what your bank may charge you. So I mean, me personally, I like to just kind of go out with cash in both currencies because you just never know. Like I went to like four different stores. No, first of all, it took me maybe six ATMs just to get some. And I think a lot of that has to do with the current situation. I didn't tell you on the way to where I'm at now. It's about a 2 mile haul. A lot of the roads we took about four detours because a lot of the roads were blocked off. And that's due to the guy was telling me, my driver, it was due to a lot of the people that stay close to the border, it's not on the border, coming in town to seek shelter and safety.
Hmm.
So you can imagine a lot of people withdrawing money and a lot of the supermarkets that I've been to, shelves getting empty because no one knows the next move, what's going on. You know what I mean? So they're taking the precautions, but that has changed obviously. But even these stores that don't have change, you know what I mean? It's just an inconvenience sometimes, but I get it. I get it.
Okay. Okay. Um, yeah, that's crazy, man. Like I said, I remember being out there, uh, like near towards the casinos. And I think the casinos you got to pay with USD too, if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't know they had casinos out here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They got what's the name of that big? It's two of them. I forgot the name of it, man. Not something. I totally forgot the name of them. But when you walk in, they got gold, everything. They got like American dollars. hanging from the trees and everything like that. So yeah, they definitely got some casinos out there, man. But like I said, I don't know if
I'm gonna
casinos
ask somebody.
Naga World. Naga, that's what it's called, Naga World.
Naga World.
Yeah, Naga World. I think it's Naga World 1 and 2. And if you're a poker player, they have like a whole poker room with American sports playing in the background too.
You should have told me that, man. Before I started traveling, I had a mild gambling addiction, but now I've been over and done with that. But like, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's not like in Colombia you see them everywhere. But I'm yet to see one out here.
Mhm.
I may hit it up just to check it out. Do they have blackjack and slots and all that too?
Yeah, everything, bro. They have everything, and all they speak
Gotcha.
English too. A lot of them be playing that baccarat out there. So the
Baccarat.
crazy thing is, man, and this is why I was saying you got to kind of watch it in Cambodia. When I was out there, me and my man was out there. Somebody got actually unalive in the casino. It was a female out there that had won some bread. She had won some money playing
Mm.
baccarat, and she went to the bathroom inside the casino. Somebody unalived her and took the money and everything. They ended up catching the person, of course, because there's cameras everywhere. But
In
yeah,
the
that happened.
casino, they
That
did
happened out
that.
here. Yeah, in the bathroom in the casino. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So yeah, that's crazy,
RP to
man.
her, man. I guess I'll stay out of it. 'Cause, yeah, I might try to get on the live in the damn casino bathroom, man. But yes, I can understand. I mean, they don't really get paid much out here, so
Mhm.
they gotta do what they gotta do sometimes.
Okay, I got a question here about Jiggy App. Shout him. He gave a super sticker. He says, "Can Americans open up businesses out there easy?" As far as I know, I don't know the whole politics, so don't take my word. You gotta do your own research. But I know people that do manufacturing in Cambodia because it's cheaper in Cambodia than it is Thailand. I actually met a guy out there, older white guy. He had like a rubber manufacturing company out there in Phnom Penh. Like I said, I'm not sure. You gotta do your own research on that, but I know they do a lot of manufacturing out there. Like the cheapest, for labor out there in Southeast Asia. So I do know that part. You know.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna meet too many Americans with businesses out here. I spoke with the girl that I was talking to prior to coming to this restaurant here, and she told me there's a lot of Indians coming out here opening up businesses because they flourish a little bit better out here than they do in their own country. So
Hmm.
I'm yet to maybe meet an American that open a business. I love to meet one and kind of see what kind of ropes they had to go through to kind of get it established. I can imagine it won't be the easiest thing to accomplish. So.
Hmm. Hmm. Let me ask you this, man. Like
When the
you
last
was
time you was here?
heavy.
Go ahead.
I was here. I was there in like 2023. Yeah, like 2023 because I was in DR most of 2020. No, actually, I think I was in the top half of 2023 if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, your boy getting old and I be forgetting my years, but I think it was 2023.
Yeah, I
But I
got
want to
you.
ask you about Medellin, man. So you started. I think your journey pretty much in Medellin, Colombia. Then you visited Thailand, and then you skipped over to Cambodia. Do you feel like Southeast Asia is more your vibe, or you still kind of are connected to Colombia and Medellin and all that? Because I know for the most part, most guys kind of like they'll get them a girl in Medellin, and they won't really travel like outside of Medellin or Brazil. Like I got my South American guys that specifically stay in Medellin, Cartagena. They won't venture
Right.
out, but you was one of the guys, kind of like more so venture out to Southeast Asia.
I'll tell you this: South America, not just Colombia. South America will
Mhm.
always be uh, one of my favorite spots. And there's a lot of factors. It's besides the women. That's not obvious. I've always told you it's closer to home.
Mhm.
Obviously, it's a little bit more budget friendly when it comes down to getting there. You know, I love Asia. Obviously, this is my second time here within a year. My third time in Cambodia. Uh, when I leave here, I'm going to Vietnam for the second time. I haven't been there in 2 years, but I'm going there for Christmas, and then I'll be making my way back to Thailand for another 2.5 months. So obviously, I like something about Southeast Asia, but it hasn't really grown on me like it has in South America yet. That's because I've spent 3 years in South America, and, 6 months on average. I like it for what it is. It's hard to kind of explain, man. Each particular country or each demographic has their pros and cons. I feel like when I come here, I don't do enough to get a full grasp. There's a reason that you've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Like you said, prior to you being there as long as you have now, you was like me. You was like, hey, South America, that is it. You know what I'm saying? Central America, that's it. So I see so much stuff out here that I'm yet to explore and venture into. So like a big mystery. I love mysteries. But that's why I keep coming here because every time I come here, I like places in Medellin. There's something new, there's something different that I fall into that makes me appreciate it a little bit more. You know, I say this a lot. A lot of brothers, a lot of brothers, and let's be honest, like you said, they're gonna flock to DR, they're gonna flock to Colombia. Those are gonna be the top two destinations all day for us. The flights are cheaper, the flights are shorter, and the women are thicker. We didn't really grow up unless you grew up in California or some heavy uh, Asian populated area in the States. You didn't see a lot of Asian women. And it's never really been like a fan favorite. I appreciate all beauty of all races and kind, but you got to just come here to kind of see the real Asian women of all. And it's kind of like Medellin. They got, like, I think you mentioned this the other day. They come in all shapes and sizes in shades. You know what I mean? So that was you can call it a culture shock for me, which brought more curiosity out. You know what I mean? So that's why I keep coming here because it's so much to see, so much to do. You can't really accomplish it in a short amount of time. So, yeah.
That's facts, man. You know what? I think that casino is right behind you, bro. If I'm not mistaken, the lights.
I'm gonna ask.
That might be Naga World, if I'm not mistaken,
I'm gonna ask her
because I
real quick.
remember seeing those
I'm gonna tell
lights.
her to. I'm gonna tell her to come on the. Excuse me. Excuse me. Say hello. So what's the?
There
Is
you go.
there a casino? A casino. There's a casino behind us. What's the name of the casino?
Naga World.
Nava World. Naga World. Yeah, Naga World is on the other side. Okay, so it's close by though. Yeah. All right, you was close. It's another direction, but it's within what, maybe
Yeah.
a 5 minute walk or 10 minutes to 15 minutes. 10 to 15 minute walk from me. So I may check it out. Okay.
Yeah, man. Check it out.
Yeah.
Check it
Yeah.
out, man. Check it out.
Got
Yeah,
to.
that's. I remember my guy went in there. I ain't gonna say his name because he be low key with it. But I remember he went to casino, and I told him do not sit down at the poker table. I said, bro, you got to kind of scope the scene first. You overseas. We ain't in an American casino where things is kind of like checked and regulated. So he sits down at a poker table and
Right,
he
right,
loses like a couple of hundred
right.
like within 10 minutes. They got him. Boom. And I said, bro, I told you not to, what I'm saying, when you gamble, you got to kind of sit down and kind of like get a drink, look at the table, see who's who, see who got the deep pockets and stuff. I'm a
Keep it
former,
simple, yeah.
poker player myself, even though haven't played in a while. So I was explaining that to him.
Right,
But the
right.
casino is lit, man. It's nice. It's mostly like Chinese in there. And like I said, most of the games they play is that baccarat. They be on that baccarat heavy. What up, Jay Clyde? What's good? What's good, bro?
I can imagine a lot of guys come here thinking that people don't know what they're doing. They think all third world country, low IQ, gonna come through and run the table and all that. And I can also imagine that there's a lot of different rules set for some of these games too.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you go to California and go to the casinos, there's different ways of shooting crap and blackjack and all that, which I hate. But yeah, different casinos have their different, policies and rules set up for the game. But I mean, lesson learned for him, man. I just go check it out just to say I walked in there. You know what I mean? I'll spend a couple, I don't know, $20, $40 and just be up out of there. I'm definitely gonna check it out.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Have you heard of that Happy Pizza?
Happy Pizza?
Yeah,
I haven't heard the happy pizza?
Okay. Yeah.
What's
So
that
the
about?
happy pizza is kind of like infused. I just say that it's infused. You know what I'm saying, with the Snoop Dogg, and that's kind of like one of the dishes that they have over there. Even though you know it's not allowed. That's kind of like popular out there too. With the happy pizzas. If you Google it on YouTube, you'll see a lot of people doing the happy
Oh,
pizza
okay.
thing.
So happy pizza is infused with it's infused with marijuana, I guess.
Hmm. I don't know why
Gotcha.
God's saying we don't have no sound, man. I hear you, so I don't know. Guys, do me a favor. If you can hear us, hit one in the chat. If you hear the audio. No, we streaming a little differently today. We both on our phones, so yeah,
So you
yeah.
ain't been out here since 2023.
Uh-huh.
Was I mean, it hadn't been that damn long ago, but did you ever hit up Pontoon, which is obviously the more of the tourist club that they have out
What
here?
was it called?
Pontoon.
I think so. I think so. I know we went to Bossock Street. And we went to. Let me tell you, man. Hey, yeah. It was a good time. It was a good time out there. It was cool. It was cool.
Yeah,
I
you
know
gotta
it's like
say
a
much behind
helium bar. I don't do the
that.
helium thing, but I think it was a helium bar out there, too.
Right.
But yeah,
You
audio
know
was
what they're
good.
big on out here too, man?
Hmm.
You know what they're big on? They're big on these women out here, man. They're big on that. What's the name of that? You probably saw a lot of this in Vietnam too. You was just recently there. What's that balloon that they inhale? It's not a helium balloon, obviously. They inhale it, and I guess they get some type
That's
of
what I was calling
high
the
from
helium.
it.
Yeah, that's what I was calling helium. That's what I thought it was. I don't, like I said, I don't fuck with the shit, but
Okay, so you
yeah,
was referring to that. I got
yeah, that's what I've heard.
you. Man, look,
Yeah. So
I
I
did
think we
that
went
one
to.
time. I didn't feel nothing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Now, see, I think that's what. So you did that out there?
I did it one time. I was, a couple tequilas in. I'm with the homegirls and try it. It's not bad. I did it. I didn't feel nothing. But after the second time doing it, it was like a little. I don't know. It kind of fogs your brain for like a good 30 seconds. So it wasn't worth the money. But
Okay.
that little ass balloon, man, they're like $7 a pop out here, bro. Like, it's crazy work. But they big on that out here. You see that everywhere. Out here.
Okay. Well, that's what's up, man. I ain't gonna hold you too much longer, brother. I know it's what is it, Thursday night over here, man. I want you to go ahead and do your thing. You want to shout out the channel real quick?
Okay. Yeah, man. Hey, my channel is esmund.i.a. So that's ESMUND I appreciate the love and support, man. I'm a fairly new channel. Thank you, BNT, for the opportunity you gave me, man. And when I took back there to Thailand, I'm sure we'll link up and get active.
All right, man. Y'all gotta go check my guy out, man. He has a really dope YouTube channel, man. He's vlogging all over the world, Colombia, Cambodia, Thailand, all that good stuff, man. Make sure to follow him. He's also posting in the Passport Bros app as well. You can tap into him as well in the app, man. We out. Peace.
Peace.